chronic compression of the median nerve, the Phalen's test will be able to really sniff this out. This is, again, I'm going to change this up a little bit from the way it is presented in the book, and you'll see a lot of times people talk about putting the back of their hands together, have the patient put the back of their hands together. I'll do this while they're seated, and just when they want this done, they want it done with the back of the hands, and that's being able to apply it to where when they're together like this, there's enough pressure in the carpal tunnel that there can be a replication of symptoms. Here's what I found. Sometimes I can get a false positive if I have somebody putting pressure on the back of their hands together, and if they put enough force, I swear, if we can all sit here long enough, you might start to experience some paresthesia symptoms in your median nerve distribution. So what I'll have them do is I will say, okay, if you would, bring your arms out in front of you. You're going to do a little bit of a walking zombie. I need you to drop your wrist. We're going to hold it for 1 minute. While they're holding it, I'll still hold with them, and I'll start to explain. I need to know, I want you to tell me if you're starting to experiencing the symptoms you've been describing to me. Is it starting to burn more in your fingers? Is it starting to become more painful? They'll tell me, oh yes, I'm starting to feel it. As soon as they start to feel it, this is a test that I will do for 1 minute, 60 seconds. I'll have the timer going, I'll be looking at the clock, whatever the case may be. But as soon as they start to say, oh, my thumb's going numb, I want to take a look at when that started to occur. Did that happen in 20 seconds? And I'm making a mental note while I'm sitting there finishing this test with them, because I want to sit there and, they may feel like they look silly in the clinic. I'm like, all right, I'm going to look silly with you. So when did they start to have replication of their symptoms, or do they not? And at a certain point, after 60 seconds, I'll drop. If they start to really experience it, oh my gosh, it is burning. Okay, stop. You're done. If that happened in 20, 25 seconds, what I'll do is in my documentation, I'll write it as a positive Phalen's test with replication of symptoms within 25 seconds.